Mr. Attorney General, welcome. I want to start my questions with the issue of marijuana. Senator Gardner has really taken the lead on this issue over here in the Senate. I have been supportive of his efforts. He's trying to move forward with the States Act. I'm co-sponsoring that. But when we visited and during your confirmation process, you explained that you believe that the current conflict between federal and state marijuana laws is untenable, was the words that you described. You also explained that you will not upset settled expectation or the reliance interests that have developed because of the policies from the prior administration. But you did state that you believe the current situation really has to be addressed. I know and understand that you don't support the wholesale legalization of marijuana. You made it clear that we face a binary choice between the federal prohibition and a, quote, federal approach to correct the disconnect between federal and state marijuana laws. And so I think you committed to me and to others that this is something that Congress has to address the right way, which is through legislation, and we would agree with that. We think that the States Act is an approach that does what you have recommended. It adjusts the federal law the right way to create a federal approach to marijuana. I think the President has expressed some support for it. So can you share with me, share with the committee, where you are on this approach that has been outlined in this States Act, and whether or not we can work with you on this issue?
Yes, Senator. The situation that I think is intolerable and which I'm opposed to is the current situation we're in. And I would prefer one of two approaches rather than where we are. Personally, I would still favor one uniform federal rule against marijuana, but if there is not sufficient consensus to obtain that, then I think the way to go is to permit a more federal approach so states can, make their own decisions within the framework of the federal law. And so we're not just ignoring the enforcement of federal law. Now, I haven't studied specifically the state's law, but I've just circulated it through the department for comment. I think that's the process it's in now. Once we get those comments, we'll be able to work with you on any concerns about the state's law. But I would much rather that approach, with the approach taken by the States Act, than where we currently are.
Well, I think you'll have a group of folks over here that would like to work with you, would like to work with the department.